the team's gonna have to do a good job of coaching him up because, like you said, he does have the gunslinger mentality, and yes, that is good in a lot of spots, but it also can get you in trouble. You know, a guy I think about is Bret Favre, who early in his career was, I mean, really, his entire career he was a gunslinger, but you saw he would throw interceptions like there's no tomorrow because he always felt like he could make the throw no matter what. He can, fit it in the window. I can beat that guy deep. He would always take those chances, and that is it's beneficial. I mean, it's kind of difficult to say, but it's beneficial when it's beneficial, and it's not when it's not. But you can't have that mentality 100% of the time. Sometimes you need to take the check down because guess what? You got Blake Corum and Donovan Edwards in your backfield. So, you got Eric All on your short routes as a tight end for check downs like that. That is a good that completions are a good thing. So I think instilling that in him and having him understand like there's gonna be time to take shots, but it's not every single play. Just because we have a deep route doesn't mean you need to throw that. Go through your progression, coach him up. But I just think the ceiling is higher with JJ. And even though Cade had a little bit of wheels going, obviously it's not on the level of JJ. So even that aspect of not necessarily design QB runs, but just the ability to, once that clock runs out of, 4 or 5 seconds, he could take off and get you 5-10 yards, maybe more, slide, get down, and you live another play. So I'm team JJ. I think what you potentially could have for another 2 years could be phenomenal. And maybe this year you do deal with some growing pains, but my thought would be next season, you're probably going to have a pretty polished guy who's ready to roll.
Yeah, yeah, and I don't disagree with anything you said, and like I'm very torn about it, because of their lives. It's high reward, big risk. How you say high reward, huge risk,
Hmm.
high reward, whatever it
Yeah.
is.
High
You
risk, high
know,
reward.
yeah, it's that's the conundrum of going with JJ. So I'm not going to poo poo anybody saying that's their flag for Team JJ. I totally understand it. And if you would ask me this question a month ago, really the last few months, I would have said JJ all day. But it's just it it's tough, man. It's tough because sometimes we do get enamored with the potential and the raw athletic raw ability of a player, but you can't dismiss the impact on winning from leadership, high leadership qualities, decision making, composure, and those are all things that Cade showed that he has. Now, if you want to talk about gripping and ripping, making throws, NFL type throws, NFL type windows, JJ's going to win that all day. You talk about being able to extend a play with his feet, uh, causing the defense to have to game plan and worry about uh, more weapons or choices on defense. Absolutely, is JJ. But I just want people to be careful. There, to me, there's no wrong answer. Actually, that's how tight I think this question
And that was
is.
going to be my next question to you.
There's no
Yep.
wrong answer because of where they are. But I'm just saying, guys, don't just be like, hey, Kay, thanks for the memories. We want this new toy now. Be careful what you ask for. Because even though, and it will be so that when JJ takes over, if JJ takes over, that this offense will probably look more explosive. You would definitely see more plays that on Saturday, like, wow, that was pretty cool. You also might see a heartbreaking loss because on a game-winning type drive, JJ tries to extend the play with his feet, and like he did against I can't remember who it was last year, he decides to throw a bomb across the field, which is a quarterback no-no.
I think that was Western Michigan, I think.
I
But
believe it
yeah, he
was
was
Western
scrambling
Michigan.
to the right and threw
He
it,
threw a
I
bomb
mean,
to the
almost to the
left,
left. Yeah, left
right?
hash mark.
Which is a
It,
huge no-no. You do not do that as a quarterback because 9 times out of 10, it ends up being a turnover, right? But he got away with it, one, because of his arm, and two, because, Western Michigan just doesn't have the athleticism to get there in time. But if you do that against the higher quality opponents, that's not going to work. That's a turnover. But it's cool to see. It's like, man, what a play, right? Those are the type of plays that Bret Favre would make.
Dude, and the big house was going crazy too. I remember watching it. Like, it just was.
I was like, wow. But at the same time, I'm like, ooh, that wasn't a good decision, but that was a great play. And that's the whole Bret Favre gunslinger type thing. It's like, man, those are incredible plays. But if you think about, and I'm not saying JJ McCarthy is going to be Bret Favre. I'm talking about stylistic type of play that Bret Favre at one point in time broke the NFL all-time passing touchdown record. He also broke the all-time interception record. Like you live and die by the gunslinger, right? And it can hurt you a lot, both interceptions and fumbles, because you're trying to make a play. And so you have to live in the reality. If you go with JJ, you might have a heartbreaking loss. And are you okay with that? Are you okay with JJ trying to make a play for a game-winning drive, and he tries to he makes an ill-advised throw because he thinks he can get it there, and it ends in a pick, and we lose the game?